got the hype. That. We here, y'all.
So
Audio's already going. 17 seconds in, we got that going.
So the camera's on.
Camera's
okay,
on.
So are you on your phone or are you recording? No, I'm saying that's.
Oh no, he's on the phone right now. Yeah, so this. So the thing about that lens is super wide, so you can't zoom in on the lens. So what I'm gonna have to do in between, like, you know, you can just cut through and just like shoot up close.
Gotcha.
And we can cut to that.
Okay, I got you.
And then when he gets off frame, we'll do that.
That'll be fine.
Yeah,
that'll be fine.
But yeah. Yeah, let's go. You already got the submarine, what's the name of the song?
Submarine. Junkyard clothes, no groove, no show.
That's all right now. Let's imagine submarine.
Charging to the game,
Can I get the name of a sad side crew? Set aside two with a spice value. Oh yeah.
Shout out to Chris Saunson in the back. I don't know what you want to be called. Just me in the back, you know what I mean? Andre Wisdom on the left.
Yes, sir. ALIM, no one.
All I'm saying is
I'm all I am.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because literally it's like AL can be like all I am.
I is I and then M. Yeah, all I am.
We here with it. Yeah,
Andre
let's go.
Wisdom, all I am.
You already know.
1v1.
Yeah, here we go, man. Let's go, man. You excited, bro?
I am, bro.
You excited? I am too,
bro.
man.
Bro. This
long time coming, man.
Yeah.
It feels like, remember how I called you yesterday? What you say? It's like the icebreaker moment.
Yeah, man. So
like
I was
first day of school.
Yo, it's like the first day of school, bro. So you remember how the first week of school, the first assignment everybody had was to bring in 3 things that tells the class about yourself, right?
Yeah.
What was those 3 things for you? Like, what'd you bring
3
in?
things. Yeah. Man. I was super into games back then. Mm-hmm. Right? So I was just heavy on the like, my dad always hated when I would like borrow games from friends and stuff like that. But like the 3 things you had to bring were things that like your hobbies or things that you had interest of. So I was super into games. So I had to sneak to take my controller in certain games and whatnot. So I was bringing that. That's all I was pretty much bringing. And I remember like just feeling like, yo, my heart used to beat out my chest, bro.
Yeah, you were scared to stand in front of class?
I was scared that like each second, like if my dad comes home a minute before I do or whatever, he gonna figure it out. So I was just like, yo.
that you took the game.
I took the game to school. That's nah, bro. Like foreign parents don't get with that. Foreign parents hate when you borrow things. They don't like that at all.
Wait, from other people?
Yeah.
Really?
They hate that.
Damn. Why?
And as I grew older, I kind of got it. I guess it's like, to their parents or to their people, it might seem like you ain't got enough.
Oh.
Just by borrowing something by somebody else. So it's just like, never take something that's not yours and don't give anybody anything that's yours. So it's just like, if you ain't got it, all right, well, you can't get it from that person. You can't get it from your friend. But honestly, I think they didn't understand the concept of borrowing. Because it's not like we was stealing it. You know what I mean? I don't think they really got it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, this is just a game. I'm going to play this for like X amount of weeks and I'm going to give it back. Yeah. But, you know.
You ever gave somebody your controller or game and then they gave it back and it was fucked up?
I will tell you a crazy story. Right? Mm-hmm. There's this dude named Lamont. And wherever Lamont is, I hope you're doing all right, bro. This is a troubled child.
Shout out to Lamont.
Lamont was a troubled child. So I remember, my sister was cool with Lamont because Lamont was one of those kids where he can go far and his parents won't like question where he's at. You know, back in the day, we didn't have phones and all that stuff, right? So yeah, Lamont he used to live far from where we stayed at and he would just pull up. I don't remember how we met. But anyway, Lamont had GTA, like Vice City stories at the time. And like, I was like, oh snap. Like, bro, I never played this game. I remember like, the PSP was out around that time. So, that was, I remember only seeing the game on the PSP. So anyway, he brought the game over and whatnot. And I remember he said we could borrow it. Bro, he was like, yo, I'm about to go to the store real quick. but I gotta take the game back. And we used to be like, bro, why you gotta take the game? You gonna be back, right? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna be back, but I still need to take the game. That was the last day I seen Lamont, bro. The last day I seen Lamont ever. That was the last day. He said he was gonna come back. Hey, never come back. And we just sitting there waiting. And and this is the other thing too.
What the fuck?
My sister used to send him to the corner store to get like corner store snacks and whatnot. So he took that money too. He gone.
Bruh.
Gone, man.
So what you would do if you seen Lamont today?
If I seen Lamont today, I'd be like, yo. I'd just be like, what's up, man? I don't think I would recognize him, honestly. I probably may have seen it. We were so young. And I only met him, we was like only cool for like a span of like maybe 2 weeks.
Damn.
I only knew him for 2 weeks. But that was like, I never had a situation where somebody gave me back a game that was messed up. I had a situation where like, I gave somebody a game that I knew was messed up, and they gave me a game that was cool. And I said, oh, bro, you got to put alcohol on it. Remember the rubbing alcohol? Remember the rubbing alcohol on the PS2 games, man?
You be out there like, man, it's still not working, bro. Like, I got shot, rub it with your shirt, all type of stuff.
Blow on it. Oh, man.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Yo, man.
Hey, Mike.
Nah.
But yeah, what about you?
I think I was like the typical black kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like 5 of us just bringing basketballs, a video game, and maybe like a printout of like an album or something your mom made you bring, you know, so you seem like you smart and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I definitely brought in a basketball. As I got older, like, you know, they stopped doing them, I think, in 6th grade. So I think 6th grade was around the time I started rapping. So I think I brought in a microphone one time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
But that was the last. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dang. So no teachers gave you pushback or anything like that?
About like what I like to do?
Yeah.
Nah, not that I remember. I wasn't like, I don't know, like I was probably one of them kids that was like, I would raise my hand just to go first type shit. Mm-hmm. So I think that like when I went, they was kind of easier on me.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I think when you wait and hope that your name don't get called, they a little bit harsher on you. So I used to be like, you know what? I remember one time one kid went up there and he was shaking, bruh. And you could see it, like you could see his hands
like jittery.
Yeah, in my
trembling.
mind, I was like, bruh, I'm nervous, but I don't want to look like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Looking like that was more embarrassing than being nervous.
Yeah.
So after that, it kind of made me in my head like, all right, I'm not going to be like him. I'm going to just...
Facts.
I'm going to go up there and I'm going to just say, you know...
Say and show what you got. Yeah. I mean, it's something interesting about that. I mean, like... Stage fright is a real thing. Being in front of people, if you're not used to it, bro, like it's not comfortable.
Did you have stage fright?
I mean, well, I'll say now, if I were to be on stage, just like this, you know, the mentality you have, right? You don't want to look nervous. You don't want to have to shake. Yeah. So for me, I'm thinking like most of the time, I mean, my thought process is just like, you know, everybody in here got dirt on them. You know what I mean? That's how I think. You know, everybody in here got dirt on them. So let me just be me, man. The more you overthink, the more you mess up.
That's real.
You know what I mean? So I try not to like overthink anymore. You know, I kind of stopped because after like when I was in high school and stuff like that, you know, I was kind of already known of being outlandish. So I was just like, all right, bet. Like I could just kind of like, cause when they see me be chill and I was like kind of surprising. So you know, yes. So yeah.
Yeah.
So nah, I ain't not really. I was always known to being like kind of out there a little bit, just a little bit though.
Word.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, dog, we here, man. What we want in this joke, man?
Long journey on getting the crib.
I know,
getting everything
man.
set up, man. This not the first episode in here, but it's the first one we dropping.
This is the first one we dropping.
Yeah.
The first one right here. And there's a lot of like, man. Yeah, nah. This
turmoil, man.
Turmoil.
I think turmoil is the perfect word
to
describe what this was. Or is turmoil? What does turmoil mean? It sounds like the perfect word. You know how you got like a different definition of what some shit sounds.
Yeah, I don't think turmoil is the right term for this though. Turmoil kind of like it's a state of disturbance, confusion, and uncertainty. I wouldn't say that. Uncertainty for you.
Yeah, uncertainty for me.
Andre would call me and he would be like, yeah, man, I was a little nervous, man. I'm like, yo, bro, it's a part of the process.
Nah, bro, like, you ever just feel like you got bad luck? Like anytime some shit start to go a little bit of right, it go a lot of bit of wrong. It's like, bruh, I just shit just kept happening. Like, I'll be doing something right, my car break down. I get some money, now I gotta pay this joint. Like, like, what the hell? Like, so even when we was about to get the crib, it was like a thing. It was like, we gonna get it, we not gonna get it. We might get it, we might not.
Yeah.
Then we gotta get approved for it, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot, man, but...
No, yeah, to briefly explain how it even happened, I was supposed to move from my spot, and in the process of that, I end up, like, conspiring between Andre and Marcus in a weird way. Shout out Marcus. And, yeah, so it was just weird because, like, the spot that I had was supposed to be, you know, the studio. And then we end up like figuring out the spot over here, and it's just like it's just crazy.
It worked out. Yeah,
it worked out. It really worked out because honestly, I don't think that I can envision the studio across the hall.
Yeah, nah. Now that we in here, it couldn't have been over there.
It couldn't have been.
It couldn't have
at
been.
all.
This is more of a for what we was trying
exactly,
to do.
Exactly. So you know,
maybe you know what? In retrospect, man, I think that things work how they're supposed to because
when you follow your heart, it does.
Word.
Because I remember at the end of that conversation, you were like, yo, you're going to have to let me know like what it is. And I already know the answer. And I was like, yo, you know what? I already know the answer too. And I felt this. I was like, you know what? It's a good deed to just have that happen for Marcus.
Yeah.
And look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, I think when you follow your heart, most times I believe things should align, you know? So.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
We did it, man. We here.
Yeah, we here with EJ. EJ gonna pop up one of these episodes, man.
That's gonna be a legendary episode right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And we're gonna improve the spot. We're gonna get a rug soon. Over time, this whole spot's gonna change completely, and I can't wait to like expand on that for real. Bro. But like, you know,
They gonna witness it.
I know.
They gonna see this. They gonna come back.
They were like, what? How did they get to this point?
Plants. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, hopefully, you know. Oh yeah, you was out here playing stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh man, hell yeah, man. Me, mom, and my sister, my dad, we all collectively like built a garden in the backyard. So we was growing like tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, corn, all type of things, man. So it was real dope, man. And in the wintertime, you know, you grow different things. Then one time we tried to grow sweet potatoes. It came out all right. It was a little hard to tell when they were done because you got to kind of dig them up to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, it was cool, man. I definitely fell off it after I moved. So that's why he said it. I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. But it was only a couple years ago. So
have you thought about getting like a small little plant?
Bro, yeah, but everything been so like discombobulated. You know what I'm saying? Like I just gotta get things kind of back into a groove so that I can start doing things like that again. Like I really do enjoy doing stuff like that, like gardening and planting. But you gotta have free time in your schedule to be able to really like tend to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And right now we just in the process of getting things going, man.
Facts.
And y'all witnessing it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So.
But that's the importance of community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
It's the importance of community.
I believe, like, having everybody involved with it. Hey, man, shout out to my boy. We got LILJOHN in here behind the scenes handling the camera work. We're going to have LILJOHN shout us out. We got our homie Simon in here, too.
Simon in this joint,
you know, man. We showing love, for real.
Give me the camera. Give me the camera, man.
Go ahead, Lil. Yeah.
Stash. Come on, man.
Hey, just go ahead and start recording with that real quick. Let's go ahead and get some shots of Simon with it. So yeah, man, we gonna have Simon go ahead and show some love real quick.
What's good? It's just cool to be here, honestly.
Yeah, nah, man,
I didn't know y'all was doing the.
Or you can sit right there, LILJOHN.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna stand for a little bit.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. If I'm in the shot, but Yeah, it's dope. I just came like to pull up, kick it with Joe, and then he told me that
For
y'all
sure.
was doing the podcast. And so I
Yes,
was like, I'm
sir.
gonna slide and just be a part of the audience. So
Yeah.
it's good to see. That's it.
Yeah, man. Hey, Simon be producing too.
Facts, facts.
Simon's a console, man. I rock with Simon heavy.
Shout
you know.
out your artists.
Yeah. Steadymakin, producer.
Let's go.
You know, making beats and everything. So now I'm just trying to connect with people and build and like make songs for real. So that's
Let's
where
go.
I'm at. Yeah.
That's what's up. And then Lil Jon, hopefully Lil Jon can show himself in the camera too. Yeah, Lil Jon out here doing this camera work thing as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, we got Marcus, we got Joe, we got other friends who be helping us. You know what I mean? EJ too.
Yep.
You know, and a couple of your friends and the other friends of mine. You know, I mean,
Big community. The other day we just had my bro Terry Anansi. He just
shout out Terry.
wrote a book. He got an album out, The Gray Area, for purchase right now with the book. It's a book along with the album, so make sure y'all definitely go tap in with that. It's really dope, man.
Yeah, nah, I second that for real. If y'all want to see something where someone is like completely vulnerable, you know, trying his best to just like express exactly like, you know, you get to a certain point in life where it's like the games are done. Let me like approach what brought me to this point. And let me hit it straight on. That's what I got from Terry's jump, you know. So I respect him a lot because, like, he didn't have to say all that. You know what I mean?
Facts. He's definitely like one of those artists that I look at and I'm like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying?
Respect,
like, yeah,
respect.
he definitely like still sharp and still type of thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
shout out
Real.
to T, man.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, man. So yeah, any of y'all out there, just go ahead. Anybody you mess with, you like the vibe, whatever, just connect with them. If they rock with you, build up on that connection. If they don't, go find the next person. There's always going to be somebody out there for you. So it's just like, you know,
real.
You just got to, man. You can't do none of this stuff alone, man, at all. Like, at all. We need, like, one brick cannot build the whole building. There has to be multiple
I built this
bricks.
shit. Me. Brick by brick.
Brick
And
by
I'll be
brick.
damned if I let you tear it down because you don't like the way another nigga talk.
Yo,
222 February, man.
oh, what?
Yes, the
Let's
final
go.
season, bro. Hopefully
That's
this
it?
ain't better than last season, man.
No, yeah, last season was definitely something. We'll probably talk about that on another episode, man. You gotta talk
Shout out
about
to
it.
Snowfall,
Because, you know, we're gonna get deep into Snowfall, man. But we've been watching The Wire, though.
Bruh.
The Wire has been great,
You watched
man.
The Wire before?
You should.
You watched The Wire before? You don't remember.
Yeah,
You need to rewatch it. Yeah, you need to rewatch it, man.
yeah.
It's one of them shows, like, I'm rewatching it now. And I got ALIM watching it.
For sure.
And I let him, you know what I mean?
Man,
What
I
you
love
think?
it. I love it so far. You know, just the dynamics between characters, just like how intricate the police department works, and just how fraudulent they are, and how for real, like it's so messed up because it's like you would think it would be the lower end cops who are trying to like scheme, but it really be the major hitters. Like you know that, for example, that one part. We're going to do spoiler. We're going to spoil it. We're going to spoil it, but not spoil it.
Yeah.
The dude who got arrested for 20 racks, right?
Uh-huh.
How he's the senator and whatnot.
Yeah.
Bro, the freaking, the
You talking about
major and
driver?
the deputy.
Yeah,
the deputy dude was just like, give him his money back. And,
Right.
and the major's like, yo, bro, what? Like,
He's like, we caught him.
Exactly.
And then the whole time, I think it was an episode before that, he was telling bro, like, yo, I just run up in here, just combobulate the alarm system, make it do what it do.
Exactly. And then he was just like lieutenant. And then he looked at him like, oh.
Yeah, he was
and that's
sick.
shout out to Donnell Rollins.
Yeah,
Because that
Donnell
Rollins. Yeah,
He
shout out
killed that
Donnell
role.
Rollins. He did.
That was
So,
a serious role for him.
It was.
Yeah.
It was compared to other roles. So yeah, you know what I mean? So I really enjoy when they like go back and forth to how it is in the streets and stuff. Like what's his name's character? I mean, I honestly, to be honest, there's so many different characters. I don't even remember most of their
everybody's
names
name, yeah.
as of right now. The bald head dude that works on the projects, you know, like his character, the one that
not Avon.
what's his name? Not Stinkum, the other one.
Oh, not Stinkum.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
The dude that works
the one
couch. I forgot his name,
fuck,
bro.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
You forget and make me forget, man.
But I'm saying like yo,
D'Angelo Barksdale.
D'Angelo
man.
Barksdale. Okay, there
God
we go.
damn.
So D'Angelo Barksdale, exactly. You know his character, seeing how he's going through it. At first, it it was a part of me that felt like he was just always bringing in trouble. But I feel like there's a deeper meaning with his like character.
It is,
you know.
Season 2, you'll understand.
Bet.
Season 2, you'll understand.
Bet. And I feel like they're not like most of the time when shows and movies do that, when they highlight a certain character, it's not for no reason. And he gets a lot of screen time. Yeah. Like way too much. So, and it made more sense why Stinkum and Bay didn't get so much screen time as well too. Bay's getting a lot more now since of what happened. But Stinkum he got a little bit, but not too much. Yeah, but it made sense though.
Yeah, but certain characters, certain scenes show you enough about who they are to where they don't need to be like.
That's real.
Like with Weebay character, man. I feel like that first episode summed up who he was. It was like, yo, he got out of the car.
Facts.
Pulled him to the side. He said, say the rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bro said the rules. He didn't even say nothing. Just hop back in the whip. It's like that scene alone just kind of lets you know what type of character he is.
Exactly.
You know?
I agree.
What type of character D is. That scene said a lot about the dynamics.
Exactly. I feel like D's been growing a lot since that situation, though. You know? He's definitely growing. I see, like, before he was a little bit more messy. And especially that episode when they were teaching Michael B. Jordan, the other character, how to play chess. Yeah, you know, Wallace. I feel like, Wallace, yeah. So I think, like, in a way, he knew how to play chess, but it made more sense, like, how his own dynamic was, like, playing into chess as well, too. And he said one key point, like, pawns can never be kings. You know what I mean?
Unless they some smart-ass pawns.
Yeah. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, that's a key point, though. Yeah. You know, and, like, I would say in the dynamic tree that D'Angelo's in, he's a pawn. I would say he may be a little bit higher, just slightly. Yeah. But he still can be mixed in that, though.
He might not be a pawn. He might be a knight.
A knight. All right, I can see that. Because he knows. Yeah. Nah, he knows his position,
but them two, Wallace.
Yeah, they pawns.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, they pawns.
They pawns.
Yeah.
So, so far, I'm liking The Wire. I'm loving the characters. I'm going to finish the show. I'm excited to watch the show, so I'm glad that you put me on. You know, so yeah. So if y'all haven't watched The Wire yet, man, go ahead and watch The Wire, man. A lot of community in The Wire.
Yes, sir.
A lot of community in The Wire. You'll be surprised. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So we gonna transition.
What we transitioning?
We transitioning into transitioning. You know, because you have we're gonna transition into transitioning. So Andre just moved to Be More. Men's them just left their job, man. So how was it for you, like the whole moving process or the thought process of you like coming up here to Be More? Like,
man, first off, I want to say I love Baltimore. Like ever since I've been out here, man, it's just a good vibe. I never lived in the city before.
Real.
Most suburbs or country, you know, shit like that. But being in the city is cool, man. Like, and where we at, we near like a lot of stuff that I would like. So, the deli is amazing.
Hey, shout out Unimart.
Yeah, shout out to Unimart.
Shout out Unimart.
I went to this Korean restaurant. Amazing food, man.
Yeah.
That's one thing about Baltimore, man. The food, the vibes, the energy, the people, man. It's real good out here, man. So and transitioning out here was it was a little difficult, but you know we made it work, and it's been. Now I can say I'm finally getting in the groove. I think this past weekend kind of showed me that.
Yeah.
It was I'm like, I feel like I'm going home now, and I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm getting in my groove, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm happy for you that you're feeling that way, man. Because, you know, I've been in Be More for a hot minute, you know? So it's kind of weird because in a weird way, I don't want to think of Baltimore as home, but I feel that it is home. You know, I guess it's just because of how long I've been out here. But, yeah, Baltimore just has a very genuine vibe to it compared to D.C., you know?
That's real.
And, you know, I was saying the other day, Be More is like GTA. Be more GTA, bro.
Not
Like you
lying.
can really just like cut through certain corners of streets and stuff like that. The cops aren't like.
The other day, this
on
man
you.
went down the wrong way on the one way. I was like, yo.
I went down the wrong way on the one way. I was just like, all right, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, B-more has bigger fish to fry. You feel me? They're not worried about it. You know what I mean? Like, Baltimore has they got so many other things on their agenda that it's like, okay, you got somebody who's on a one way driving the wrong direction. In DC, though,
They like, let him do it. Nah, DC, bro, your ass would
You're
have been.
getting bagged. No, bro. You'll get bagged by the stoplight. They have cameras at stop signs
Nigga,
now,
no,
bro.
bro. Oh my nigga, that shit happened to me. I said,
Yo, I
I
got
looked
a
at the ticket.
ticket.
I said,
I got
bro,
a
3
ticket.
seconds went by. 3 seconds went by. I was like, how long you supposed to stop at the stop sign? 3
Yup.
seconds, right?
Yup.
That's
You know what I mean?
how does that even work, bro? What are they doing?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Bro, that's why Baltimore is where it's at, because you ain't got to worry about none of that. I mean, the only thing is, you just got to worry about if you park somewhere where they have parking meters and you're over there. I mean, depending on the day,
Yeah, that's true.
maybe.
Yeah,
But other than that,
maybe,
that's the
maybe.
only issue you really got to, that's the only thing. But yeah, you know, so, yeah, Baltimore, B-more is
Shout
where
out
it's
to
at,
B-more,
man.
shout out to
Home of the
B-more.
wire, too, you know what I mean?
facts.
Talking about
That's
the wire.
another thing, yeah.
You know?
And Baltimore, one thing I'll say about here, man,
Yeah.
it has a lot of culture. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying? It has a
facts,
lot of
100%.
culture. So like a lot of the venues out here, a lot of restaurants, they kind of like got deep roots in the culture. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope to kind of like I get that feel when I'm in there. It's not like, oh, we just set this up here for the aesthetic. I mean, businesses are
100%.
businesses, capitalism is capitalism. But like sometimes when you in a space, bro, you could kind of tell like, all right, they authentic. They got roots in it. They really care about whatever they trying to push.
100%.
So
100%.
I get that feel when I'm out here. Well, nah, I'll say this like I think the pandemic and gentrification kind of changed a lot of the culture in DC.
Yeah.
I think that it's still there, but it's just harder to find. It's not like as easy as it once be. Like even when you think about it, bro, when we was growing up, we had mad go-go's, right? You know what I'm saying? We had like mad events, like we all went to house parties. Nobody even wanted to be a rapper. I mean, we wanted to be rappers, but we wasn't like the average person. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
people wanted to be in go-go bands, everything, and that was like the culture.
Yeah.
And then as we grow up, it's like, not saying they don't exist, because go-go still exists, New Impression still performs, but I don't know, the energy is just different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
gentrification is, like I remember they was having go-go outside in one of the neighborhoods, I forgot which neighborhood it was, but the white people was calling the cops on the people playing go-go. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Imagine that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like,
Yeah.
you know?
It's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you gonna say we said what?
No, yeah. My friend, so he's from Chicago, so he's used to being in the city. But
All right.
like, I'm kind of like y'all, like suburbs, right?
Yeah.
We grew up in Maryland, so he came in and he's looking for that same vibe that he got in Chicago.
Yeah.
And so he's going through TikTok finding spots that I didn't even know about.
Wow.
You know, because like obviously we go to DC, but
Yeah, yeah.
we're not
We don't
going out
know.
like
100%.
seeking it like that the way I came up. So,
Yeah. You know, I mean, I be against TikTok most times, but like,
You against TikTok?
Yeah, I don't mess with TikTok like that, man. TikTok, I mean, it's okay. You know, I don't hate it, but at the same time, I just feel like you can get really lost in it, and it's super algorithm driven. Most people I know, they always say like, oh, you know, as soon as they get on TikTok, they keep scrolling, they can't stop, because like once a video is done on TikTok, it just keeps going.
It's definitely addicting.
It's super addictive.
But it can be informative.
That's what I'm saying. So that's the thing. That's what keeps you going to it.
Yeah.
Just like most social media, you know, platforms or whatnot. But at the same time, you know, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just one of those people when TikTok started really like building up high, I was like, dang. But I see people who are addicted to it and it's just not really, they're not right in the head for real. But they do have very like, you know,
What was you saying?
informational stuff.
Before we got on TikTok, you were saying something about you were going somewhere with it.
Before TikTok?
But like you were in the middle of something. I think I cut you off. You were saying something. You was like yeah, something about TikTok, You said I don't like TikTok, but then you was about to go on.
No, I guess that's what I was gonna go into. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still mess with TikTok because like you could still find certain places. And this is what I was gonna go into. So TikTok can just like, not only just introduce you to certain spots or whatnot, but like the way that TikTok operates is super quick. So it's like for you to see a certain spot, right? Like the way they go into the building. Okay, hey guys, look. So this is the spot here in DC. It's kind of cool. They go inside the building. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? You go inside. They showing the area. So they have nice. You know, they have Tupperware that's nice. They have utensils that are cute or whatever. All right, cool. This is the food I got. So this is the food I got. You know what I mean? And like, but the way
start off with the food.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, just the way it's set up, it's like, ooh, sweet, cool, and like that makes you want to go. So I respect that because it's like an appetizer. It's not like a full length like video essay of like why you should go eat at this spot. It's like, okay, cool. This is right up the street from me. I can go ahead and I can go and access this. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I would like say, okay, I would probably be on TikTok if I could see more places to visit versus like just mindlessly being on TikTok. You know? Hey, LILJOHN, see what's up with did the battery die? I think it did. It's completely off, right? Off. All right, that's all good. All right, go ahead. Say something.
You get like a warning light?
How long was it off before we
How long was it off? I think I noticed it for like at least like maybe 3 minutes.
Damn, but LILJOHN was recording with that one. Yeah, so we was good. Yeah. You still recording with that one? I want to say something to all right, now for a word for our sponsors. We are sponsored by, you know what? Let me start over. Do it again. What's a good sponsor?
Man, we ain't sponsored.
Yeah, we ain't sponsored.
We ain't shouting nobody out, man.
Maybe like EJ, let's tell you about sponsorship. You ever heard him say that? The halftime show for TNT.
Oh, no.
He got his own. He got like his
Who?
own special. EJ, like Shaq, Charles.
Yeah.
He's always like
we good now.
unsullied by sponsorship since 1989.
Oh, no.
Always rag on him.
Hey, we sponsored by 1v1, man. 1v1 is sponsored by 1v1. We out here
funded by the good vibes of Taylor Heineken.
Oh no, we not sponsored Heineken.
I'm a Cowboy fan, but I fuck with Heineken though. That boy can play, man.
Tell
Heineken can play, man.
Heineken, all right, dude. Sure.
He played the game with passion, man.
Heineke's all right. I do get what you're saying though. He has a lot of heart.
He does.
He does have heart.
You could tell he got more heart than he got talent. And I think, but no disrespect. But I just think like I fuck with players that's like that because I feel like I was like that. But I had talent though. But I had heart. Yeah. And I feel like I had more heart than I had talent at times. You ever felt you never felt like that? Like, yo, I may not be the best at this position, but I'm gonna give it all I got. You know what I mean?
I mean, the only time I played like real competitive sports was I guess a little bit in like a lot in middle school, a little bit in high school. In middle school, I played football. I was good at the position I played. I played running back. I was fast.
You was a running back?
Yeah, I played running back.
How old was you?
So I was still in 7th grade.
Word.
So yeah, 6th and 7th grade. Yeah, so I played running back for Bowie Bulldogs.
Kamar.
Wow. Yeah.
Kamar.
What?
It was in your name.
Yeah, Kamar. Oh yeah, because I was
name.
Kamar.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, hold on, what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I played running back. I was fast, man. I was skinny, fast, man. I used to book. And then I stopped playing football. And then high school, I got into track, but I wasn't the greatest at track, but I still gave it my all. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I did have a lot of heart. I used to do the 400, and my times were decent. They were like decent for somebody who never ran track before. So there was potential there. But I mean, I want to say, the one thing that stopped me from like going to track as much is because my household, I didn't have too much food. So like you running like crazy. You gotta eat, you gotta hydrate, you have to. So I didn't have like the outlet to like eat much or like, or hydrate as much. So like, I remember this one particular time in practice, we were like doing 100 sprints. bro, to this day, I think this actually messed me up to this day, bro. I was like doing the sprint. I was like going crazy. I was crazy. I was like, as soon as I hit like the mark, bro, dog, I got like, it was like, you know, the flashbangs from Call of Duty?
Yeah.
It was like, yo, that went off of my head. It's like my head was immediately like flash. I'm seeing all white. I'm just like, yo, I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was a mix of dehydration and not eating and stuff. But like from that moment on, I remember for like at least like maybe a couple months to damn near a year, my head, bro, like I just felt really like off a little bit, you know? But now I'm good. But yeah, bro. But that moment on, I was like, yo, I can't push myself too much further because I think it's probably might be pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's when I had a lot of heart. I wasn't good. I wasn't like great.
That's the definition of heart, bro.
You know what I mean?
That's the definition of heart right
I
there.
was going, bro. Yeah. And then at that moment on, I was like, yo, yeah, I can't.
See, that's why I can't believe in like. Well, of course, there's a loser and there's a winner, but it's like, damn, bro. It's like sometimes you just win your own race. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you probably had a different battle to face than everybody else on the team.
Exactly.
So it's like you get out there and you may be 3-4 seconds slower, and somebody in the stands might be like he lost because in that round. But it's like, yo, look at what you had to overcome to even get to that time. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
it's definitely a win in every fight. You know,
for sure, man. You know,
definitely a win.
I mean, you got to have that. You gotta really just be super strong minded, you know, and not count your wins based off of how people perceive you.
That's because,
you know, most times, you know, if you're gonna count your wins by like, oh, you know, your music gotta hit Billboard charts or your film has to hit like the Oscars or whatever, then I mean, hey, fight that fight.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess that's how we transition through comfortability.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, I guess so.
You gotta get out that comfort zone.
You do,
and you gotta fight your battles.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about like certain artists who are against certain award shows or won't submit to be in those competitions? For example, certain artists won't submit their records to be like for the Grammys or things like that. Like, how do y'all feel about that?
Dang, how do I feel about that? I mean, I understand it. I mean, if the Grammys isn't on your list of, you know, of accomplishments, then sure, you know, let it be. I understand it though, because the Grammys is rooted in a lot of, you know, like discrimination, race, etc. Right? So I understand where it can like come from. Like Macklemore was not supposed to win that year. Nah, we all know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really? Yeah.
You know, like So at the end of the day, I feel like now, since with social media and all this stuff, we kind of dictate a little bit like where people are versus like the awards that they win. The awards that they win is an add-on, but then being a part of it or whatnot isn't necessarily a necessity as much as it was before, you know? Because, I mean, whoever wins this year, that's not going to move me to listen to them. Because in my mind now, I think everything is super scripted, you know? There's a plot and a plan with all this, so I don't really care who wins a Grammy anymore after 2013. Because that, like, really gave it to me, like, yo, all right, they really on something. And I'm sure there was other instances that happened before then too. But that was like the instance where I was like grown and I realized, you know, I have a mind of my own. I can kind of like see how things are playing out. And once I see now, it's like, I mean, if you get a Grammy, cool. If you don't, also cool. Yeah. Like even Ye, you remember when he pissed on his Grammy? I remember when he posted that a while ago. He like pissed on his Grammy.
Piss on your grave.
You got 20 Grammys to spare.
I know, right? You can.
I don't think anybody with 1 Grammy or 2 Grammys gonna be there.
I think there's different. I have different conspiracies, but the one I think I'm the most confident on is that there's just different sectors and industries, right? So there's like in the music industry, there's a video game to be played, right? And I think that you don't have to play the game. You know what I'm saying? There's artists that don't play the game and they make great music. It's not like their music sounds bad because they don't play the game, or they're like some underground artist that's just making average sound. And nah, there's beautiful art out there. Music to music films to films, like everything. I just think that I think that for the people that's not like searching for it, I think that there's a video game that's being played to get their attention, right? So how can I get the most numbers? And I think in that game, Grammys matter because that's the game you're playing. But I think if you're not playing that game, then it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you're somebody who's signed to a record label, who's getting funding from these people that are looking for a return, whose whole thing is to put you in position in front of these people and to sell records, I think that a Grammy means something to that artist.
Facts.
But to somebody who's like, yo, I'm just creating to express, the other stuff doesn't really, I'm not playing the game, then how could they even expect to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not in the same, you do the same, you make music, but you're not in the video game of music.
Facts.
And so, do Grammys matter? I guess it just depends. You know what I'm saying?
They don't matter to me. I don't care.
Yeah, it don't matter to me either.
I mean, I was more so, like tying it to what y'all said earlier, like not letting other people define like your wins and losses, kind of. So that was one. Yeah, so I was just tying it back to like not letting other people define your wins and losses. Like that's the main reason. But yeah, I respect what both y'all said. So
yeah, respect, man. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, dog, like none of those things really matter anyway, for real. Like there's not, at least to me, like the kind of music I listen to and who I respect, it doesn't matter their accolades. If I resonate with your messaging, if I resonate with the beats, if I resonate with how the song just makes me feel, that's it, bro. You know, like all these accolades. I mean, it's just noise, bro. But if we're talking from the standpoint of just industry standards, like you pointed on, I mean, sure, you feel me?
Yeah.
But I mean, that game is it's whatever. Like me, like translating that to like the film industry. Like, bro, I just want to make films. You know, at this point, I'm just tired. You know, I don't care about like I really don't care if my films is too like what's the word, controversial. You know, I'm gonna make what I feel, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to do that. I was talking to Joe like a couple months ago. I was just like, bro, like the only thing I want is just a really good try to making like a couple good films. You know what I mean? I got the budget, I got the producers, I got everybody in the industry who I could reach out to and make something happen. Like that for me, that's winning a Grammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to have the ability to create to the fullest, and if anything goes wrong, it's on me. You know what I mean?
That's real.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, that's the point I want to be at. So if any artist is at that point where they could create, they could hit up Hit Boy, any producer or whatever, and make an album or whatever, bro, now it's like on you if you deliver. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, that's how I think about it, for real.
That's real.
Yeah, man.
That's real.
So that's how I gotta be. That's how I gotta be, man. But, yeah, dog. So, to round it all up, man. Yeah. So when we got the spot, bro, we was in the process of getting the cover art.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 for real. Hey, bro. Yo, so, okay, let's explain. Let's start from the beginning. So, all right, we were hitting each other up. We were looking at artists who we enjoy.
Yeah.
And you found this one artist, and we both rocked it. The man got good art.
He does.
The man got great art. We
wouldn't have chose him if he wasn't fire.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So we chose him. You go ahead and explain the rest, bro.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, so keep in mind all the other shit that we was explaining earlier is going on in the midst of this. We trying to move. We trying to get the crib. We trying to trying to figure out how we gonna set up the business structure, everything that we doing.
Facts.
And we like, all right, bro. We found this dope artist. We agree on. We like, yo, he cool. We got to get the deposit money to send him. Boom. We ask him for what's turnaround time. It's no rush, but
exactly.
We you know what I'm saying? Take your time and do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he like, bet. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, send me a couple reference pictures, so that you know what I'm saying, I can like get an idea of what y'all going for. So we go through his Instagram, we send him the ones that we like the most. We send him pictures of us, like,
exactly,
you know what I'm saying? Liam sent him like 3, I sent him like 4 pictures of myself. We like, yeah, bro.
This is all stuff that he's done, right? So, it's just, bro, I don't think we haven't shown Simon yet.
No, we haven't shown you the work.
Pull it up.
So time is going by. We're getting the spot. We moving stuff in. We like, Alim was like, yo, bro, have you heard back from Cuz? I'm like, nah. I hit him up. He says, you know, give him a couple more. You know what I'm saying? He working on it. Hit him back. He doesn't respond.
He ain't gonna respond for a minute.
Doesn't respond for a minute, dog. I'm like,
it's been a little while.
Alim's asking me, and I'm like, I'm low key. I'm not getting mad at Alim. I'm getting mad because I'm like, is this nigga trying to rob us? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, yo, like. No, for real. Yo, man. So what's up with your man? I'm like, you know, I'm like, damn. All right. So I hit bro up and I tell him like straight up. I'm like, yo, bro. If you ain't going, because he posting on Instagram, so I know he's active. And I'm like, yo, bro. He didn't block me enough, so I'm like, yo, bro.
I'm trying to look for this
if
show.
you
I don't
not,
think I saved it though.
If you're not going to send us back our cover art, you know what I'm saying? We need our money back.
Yeah.
So it's when I say that,
100%.
He says, "Yo, I'm gonna send you the cover art by 5."
Oh wow.
So immediately I screenshot the link. I'm like, all right, bet. He said he got
He's
it.
gonna send it.
So you can imagine how hype we are. We like, oh, all right, bet. So
so this will happen to the people. So he sends us the photos and he says, so this is my idea: a chicken versus a bulldog. I could do more iterations or a version.
This had nothing to do with what we wanted.
Where it's actually John with the 1v1 at the top. 1v1 podcast. So I was on the phone with Andre at the time and I'm just like, wait, what? So he sent this to me.
Imagine trying to explain to him what he said.
No. So he's like, yo, Andre's like, yo, you see what he just said, bro? Like, look at your phone. So I'm not on my phone. I just have my AirPods and I'm like roaming around the house. So I get to my phone and I see it. And bro, so here's a message. Just move to the like left, right? So that's one. That's one right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Go ahead, give him the mic. Give Simon the mic. Live reaction right now on Simon.
That's what he said back, dog.
After how long?
It was like 3 months, 3 or 4 months, and then scroll back. Like okay, so move to the right or left.
Yeah,
you should see it. And
I
that's
see
it.
it.
Yeah, bruh.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yo, we looking at that, Joe. We like, man, what the fuck, yo? Like, yo, bro. We like, yo. There's no way.
That's crazy.
You know, like, yo. Okay, look.
3-4 months for that, dog.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do something else, bro. Come on, man. Like, I don't accept that.
Yeah.
And it's not even like. You can see the paws are on the ground, and they just put the gloves right there, like on his shirt.
Exactly.
It looks insane. Like it took 2 minutes, low key.
Bro, this
I don't know how long that
took 2
takes.
seconds.
Yeah.
Yo, it's just like, wow, this was your concept after 3 months. You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, we sent you the idea, the next day later you sent us that. Then they're, okay, this room, okay, nah, bro, we were thinking about something like this, et cetera, right? So anyway... Unacceptable. I told Andre, send them, yo, bro, I know you could do better. This isn't logo worthy.
Yeah.
I would appreciate the refund still because this is unacceptable and you know it. LOL.
I let him know. I told him this is unacceptable.
It's unacceptable,
and you
bro.
know it, bro.
Yeah.
Now put an LOL to let him know he's a fucking joke, man.
Facts. 100%, bro. And in due time.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. But I will say this though. He did send the refund back. Okay. So he didn't just like.
And we're not gonna say his name because of that.
Because of that.
But we're still gonna talk about the disrespect.
Yeah, that was.
You know.
Yeah.
So.
He definitely sent the refund back.
He sent the refund back. So nobody would know his name because I feel like we'll be overkilling it now by doing that. Yeah. You know. But at the same time, bro. If you end up seeing this episode, we just have to just emphasize that as an artist, you got to give your best no matter what.
Facts.
Even if you agree to something, you have to do it.
Yeah, bro.
And do it.
And if you put your name on something,
Exactly.
dog, like,
you know what I mean?
don't put your name on
regardless,
that
bro. You know what I mean? Like, I would have way more respect. Like, yo, bro, I ain't got the time to do it. I ain't trying to send y'all no BS. I'll send you the money back. Or even if he didn't have the money, like, at least say that and be like, yo, I'm gonna try to get y'all bread back as soon as possible because I don't have no ideas for this.
We would have been upset, but it still would have been
bro.
like a level of integrity attached to it.
This is way worse. Like, bro, you and
waste my time.
He would not do that. He wouldn't post this on his page.
Facts. Imagine him posting that and saying, yo, this is my latest. Like, come on, dog.
Come on, bro.
You wouldn't put your name on that.
Like,
so why would you think that we would do that?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
If you wouldn't put your name on it, if you wouldn't post it, why send that to somebody? You know? So, yeah.
Honestly, it was probably one of those things where it's like, let me just try this and see if they'll take it, type of thing.
I see, yeah. I see.
But yeah.
Because you know how some people would be like, oh, it might be artistically driven in some kind of way.
Yeah.
It might have some deeper meaning. Nah, bro. We not fools like that. Look, man.
I even hit up Google because I was like, yo, does a chicken and an egg mean something? Does a chicken and a bulldog mean something? And nothing came up. It was I think a disease came up.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, yo, man, I don't know nothing about no chicken pox, nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So after all that, I seen that the dude that made the art followed another painter / artist. Shout out to Crown Leak, by the way. We're gonna say his name. Shout out to my man Maurice. Much love to Maurice, for real. So I reached out to Maurice. He's also a painter, graphic designer, etc. So yeah. I was just like, yo, I felt bad. I'm like, dang, we could have avoided this, but at the same time, it was needed though.
It was needed,
you know.
And Maurice Crown Leak, he did an amazing job
for sure. And, I agree.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. So
for sure,
I guess this is the part where we reveal.
Yeah,
the cover
art. Here's the cover art, and then here to show Shaman because we're gonna reveal it this time too. Let me go ahead and get your reaction of it. So this is the updated cover art. We went through a couple trials and whatnot.
Oh wow!
So yeah, so our man, Maurice did that, and so we wanted to kind of get what was going on here because you could kind of see it. And the podcast is called 1v1, so the V's in the middle, and stuff. So man,
I see it.
So this is a cool little first cover art. You know what I mean? And dog, I really I appreciate Maurice's artistic integrity and his direction as well too.
Sure. And I think you explained, so we cut this out. He don't want his ends out there, but I remember he was going through some turmoil himself, and he kept it all the way solid.
He kept it solid, man. He
moved. He was in a transition himself, and he
communicated that. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, it took us about the same amount of time for real, a little bit for us to get to this point. Took us a couple drafts and whatnot, you know. And that's how you do things. You know what I mean? So I respect Maurice 100%. We'll be working with him more in the future as well too for other ideas. So yeah.
So can you speak on that a little bit more about when you're trying to do collaborations and work with other artists and people go through things. So that whole communication thing and why this was better than the last one.
Yeah. So let's explain exactly how it was better, or just what
in general. Yeah, and then just in general, just how communication is important, especially in a place like this where it's not a hub like some major cities. So when you find artists and you're trying to lock in and trying to grow and build, just talk on that in general if you could.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to do. Because backstory, I think you say Maurice, right? You met him before, or you kind of know him somewhere?
I think he went to school with me, and I think we used to eat lunch together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bet. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Hopefully, we can FaceTime him, or if he comes back, we can link and hopefully, yeah. But yeah, I met Maurice a couple times at certain events before, reaching out to him to do work. So there was this one crib they were trying to get creative people together, and Maurice was there, and we all kind of followed each other on Instagram or whatever. So we had a good rapport for real. So that's another thing too, meeting people at certain spaces, getting their vibe, seeing how their intentions are. First time I met Maurice, super solid person, I knew he's one of the people who super on like, you know, just support and just like, you know, if you got a good heart, I'm gonna be good to you type, you know? Yeah. So, you know, that's another thing too, discernment. Like discernment is real because not everybody's gonna have the same frequency as you. I know Maurice kind of on the same town we on, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's another key too. And this guy that we reached out to, he didn't know us. Yeah. You know?
I think that's the way I'm gonna moving forward though. It's more so like, yo, I know so many dope artists, like, and I just met you, bro, but just by your mentality, I can already tell, bro, you know what I'm saying, we could lock in and make something crazy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just off the conversation type shit. Real. But it's hard to gauge somebody's vibe when it's strictly business. Yeah. Because you don't know what they're going through, you don't know what percentage they're gonna give you. You're right. So it's like, I feel like the only way to really do art in this digital age is like you kind of got to be in person, bro. Or you got to have that rapport with somebody to... You do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't establish a rapport strictly online and expect somebody to be solid. Yeah. And I think that's the mistake
that's
he was making.
Right there, man. I think that... And another thing, too, we don't have anything posted yet, right? And that's it, right? So... People are going to go ahead and make their assumptions on like how popular someone is based off of who's following them. So Andre hit him up off his own page, telling him about a podcast. He wants to start up, you know, or whatever, right?
I had him on fake page.
But pretty much he like, you know, like he doesn't know anything was going on. If he heard it was Joe Budden podcast or like any other,
he would have took it serious.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He would have took it serious and like hopped on that opportunity. So sometimes you got to like, you know, the in-person thing, like you saying, is super real. And then also like a presence online as well too somewhat matters because that's going to dictate how people will take how serious their work that you're reaching out to them for. That, you know, they're going to apply a little bit more pressure on that. Yeah. So what I would say is to Simon's question is just like, you know, building that in that real life connection is super real. It's super important. Because if I didn't have that connection with Maurice, I don't think we would have gotten this cover art. You know what I mean? So it's important to be outside more, man. Like, it's important to be outside and don't take it to heart situations that fail. You know, that's life. Not everything's going, you know, fit. So, yeah, man. And then, like, you just know in your heart when somebody just kind of is just good, you know? Like, I know now when I go out, after like a couple sentences or so, I can tell where this person is. Mm-hmm. And then I'll sort them accordingly. Like, okay, this is someone who will be useful for this. This is someone who will be useful for that, you know? So it's important to just really have like, you know yourself and know what you're willing to take in. And then that will like end up aiding your discernment too. So
that's real.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man. So that's the story of the cover art, man. Like we done went through trials and tribulations, but we here and we don't continue to grow too, man. That's what I'm looking forward to. This is only episode 1, man. Oh, episode 1, man. Episode 1. So, you know, we gonna look excited. We're excited about putting out more content. We're excited about growing this brand and everything we got going on here. You know, Simon was saying this earlier, like, you know, we're kind of already at a point where we're advanced for real, you know, and we just got to put out the content. And this is us putting out the content.
That's real.
You know, we're going to be starting now.
New challenges, getting out of comfortability. Yeah. Staying true to yourself, integrity.
Yeah.
1v1.
1v1.
Any last words?
Any last words for the homies? No?
John. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Any last words, Lane?
Hey, bro. Just love yourself. For real. Be your best friend.
I'm trying. Pawns, man. Pawns, they the first to get capped. That's how I know.
Hey, he gonna end everything with a wire. With a wire. Everything gonna be in with the wire.
Hey, bae. Lesson. You come for the king, you best not miss.
Ooh. Shout out Omar.
Shout out. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. No, I'm saying like the actor.
Michael, yeah, man.
Michael. What's his name? What's his real name?
What's his name?
Michael Williams.
Michael Williams. Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, rest in peace, Michael K. Williams.
R.I.P. for real.
On Vice, the show.
The last show he played on, he was kind of like, played like kind of like gay role, or into a gay role.
Oh yeah.
He's gay in The Wire.
He's gay in The Wire too.
Yeah. You probably talking about The Wire, bro.
Yeah.
Come sit right here. This is
bonus, man. Bonus footage, dude.
Walk over here and sit down, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, Lil John.
Damn, I forgot the name of that jump. Start with a C.
Hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and search it up real quick. Let's see what Lil John's talking about over here. My bad.
We call this the Lil John segment.
It was damn, what was that joint called, bro? That joint was a big show. It was on like I want to say HBO. You can, I mean, it's different. Yeah.
Just hit the record button. Black Market? No, when he does.
That's what I was talking about. Black
Nah.
No?
You typing in his name? Type in his name.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna show the shows he played on. It's trying to see, bro.
Are you thinking about Black Mirror?
Nah,
He wasn't gay in it. That was the other dude.
It wasn't Black Mirror.
You gotta hold the mic.
4-man charges. Oh wow! So people got charged for Michael K. Williams' death. Oh, I didn't know that.
He overdosed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Lovecraft Country.
Oh.
That jump was great, and they canceled that jump.
Oh.
I was sick. Everybody was sick, man.
Because of the book, right? It was because the book only had
What?
one book. It was only one book done, and they didn't want to mess it up by adding, writing to what the book was.
Oh, that's what they said. I thought it was because of like.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Controversy and budget wise, I don't know all that type of stuff. But it was a big show. I mean, they could have did anything with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Was The Wire Michael K. Williams' first breakout role?
I think so. That's when I first seen him at. But every actor has a history of something before they.
He played in that one joint. I think Zay put me on the last night or something like that.
Oh no, but that was after. That was after the night of.
Yeah, the night of that joint. He was playing at jail.
That was a If y'all looking for, and this is just like some for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Man, if y'all are looking for great TV, man, we gonna have recommendations, and I'm gonna tell you this: The Night Of is an amazing. It's a one-off series produced by HBO, so HBO's body. You know what they deliver every time, elite work. But that joint was real live, like must see TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That was amazing. That was amazing.
DoorDash. Oh.
You saw it?
They
They gonna respond over there like.
Go ahead, use my camera real quick. You good? Yeah, I might as well use
The bathroom.
Put the tinkle.
I don't like the way he said that. Yeah. This for the Patreon. Everybody, this is just for the Patreon. So
You know what I'm saying? But the night of.
yeah.
You said, did I see it?
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah,
like what was your review on it type shit?
Nah, that joint was good because
Put the joint that way. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, all right.
that joint was good though. Like I mean, it was mysterious in the beginning. Like you had to like figure out what it was gonna be about. Because I think it was like beginning was like in a taxi scene or something like that.
Yeah. And then cuz with the girl, I think he went to Shorty house or whatever.
Yeah.
But they ain't never showed what happened.
Yeah, because it was something weird. Some weird activity was going on. I don't know.
We don't even know. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. We don't know if he killed her or not.
Yeah. That's why he got caught up and then went to jail or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
Spoiler alert, by the way, if y'all just
Oh,
heard
my
that.
fault, my fault.
Fuck it.
But yeah, he had to go through all them trials and tribulations and learn. But yeah, man, that's a great show. I need to tune in and tap in. It's a lot of great shows out there.
What you got coming forth, man? Like you do photography, so give them a little background about you. Y'all didn't see John in the camera and everything, but bro is real live, an elite photographer. He does it all, man, and right now he's stepping into a new bag with the video recording and everything like that. So I guess give a little background about you and yourself and your process.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Started getting into photography, probably like 11th, 12th grade. Shout out to Miss Buchanan. You know what I'm saying? At Bowie High School. After that, I was like figuring, I might as well major in this show in college. Start off with film, learn the fundamentals, Film actually, that joint, like learning that It just like build your, I guess, your interest into photography. Like go through the hardships of that, and then finally went into digital when I transferred. And you know they had more of a budget at Towson, so we got more equipment, see different lenses and all that type of stuff. So then you start just learning yourself with your camera, and you just go along the way, explore.
Yeah,
that's how I'm here right now, man.
That's what's up, yo.
Trying to figure it out.
Tell them where to find you at.
Oh, you can follow me at mainevent_Chris on Instagram and Shot for Shot Media. That's my photography page. But yeah, you can find me there, man.
How much you charge?
Hey, depends on what you want to do, man.
Yeah, he media trained, man. That's what he media trained, man.
Hey man, the rate going up, man.
Yeah.
Moving on. We gonna have to have you charge minimum 500 stat.
I wanted to
Flat
ask
rate.
you this.
What's up?
This is a Patreon, so you know. But
Yeah. At this point, we Patreon.
Yeah, it's Patreon. So Patreon users, man, y'all getting this is exclusively for y'all.
Yeah.
Yo, how long have you been growing your dreads?
Like seriously, okay, right? I think the last haircut.
Oh, locks.
Locks.
Yeah, locks.
So I would say 2015, right? So I had gotten for prom, right? I had gotten like Beware, like barbed, I guess, or whatever, on my head on the side, right?
Like the barber cut?
The barber cut, like
Word.
BEWARE, like right here on the side. I have a picture somewhere. I don't feel like looking for it, but anyway, yeah, nah. So it wasn't at first. It wasn't necessarily intentional until it started growing. I'm like, okay, I don't want to cut it, so we'll see where it goes. So I would say from 2015. So since 2015, I never gotten like I think I used to cut my sides, so the top started growing because it was like a little fro hawk. So I would cut the sides off, and then the top started to grow, and then I hang down a little bit. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna grow out everything now. So yeah, so I started seriously growing my hair like 2015.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
How has the journey been? Like is it, you know how some people say your hair teaches you a lot about yourself, or just the maintenance of it? Like what are some things that you learned through growing your hair?
I feel like it fit me. Yeah, I couldn't at a certain point I couldn't see myself cut my hair no more. You know, for me, I like looking at pictures and knowing like when it was based off of my hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's a really good like benchmark or whatever. So that's cool. Faith and belief too, to an extent as well too. You know, Rostas don't cut their hairs and whatnot. So but I still shave and whatnot, because I gotta keep this maintained. So I kind of broke that rule.
Does your beard grow in full?
Nah, it doesn't. I wish it did. Nah, if it did, I don't think I would be cutting it. It'd be too patchy, so it's just like it just looks kind of off. So I just have to like shape it up a little bit.
Right.
But other than that, yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I would say now more than before. I'm actually starting to get a little irritated with my hair. Just a little bit, because now it's like I have to wash my hair, and like when I wash my hair, it's a process. Like I have to do it early in the day so it has time to dry. So like I don't have a hair dryer, so like even the hair dryer I have to sit in that for like maybe like an hour or so it could dry up. So now I have to actually consider that. Before, I'll say at like maybe a year, 2 years ago, because COVID, I could do it because I'm in the house all day. But like before COVID, it never really was a problem because my hair would dry out pretty fast. But now, since my hair got like it's long now and thick and whatnot, it just absorbs more water and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm actually getting to that point where I can see where people who have dreads are like, I cut my hair because I was tired of getting it prepared all the time and sleeping and stuff. And I wouldn't say it doesn't affect my sleep. I have to find positions every now and then, but it's not, I'm used to that. But it's mainly the washing part, because I do care about that. At a certain point, it itches a lot and all that other stuff. So yeah. But all in all, I love it. I feel like my hair is a signature and a good representation of who I am. And I think of hair as just like That's growth, because hair grows. So I kind of want my life to be aligned with my hair growth in a weird way. So
that's what's up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm
yeah,
just,
I know you trying to get your dreads going too, man.
I'm just starting
man,
my
he trying to be
journey,
like me, man. He's trying to be like me,
now,
dog.
now he's the first person with locks. Come on, man. Yeah.
You see my locks, like, yo, that's cool, man. I'm gonna get locks. That's cool, man. I'm gonna get locks. What made you want to get locks? What made you say, you know what, forget it, I'm gonna get locks? Instead of the twist.
Well, you know what? I'll say this. When I was 6th or 7th grade, I wanted to get locks originally, right?
Yeah.
But my peoples, they wasn't trying to let me grow my hair. You know, younger, like, you know, they the ones that kind of like dictate you.
Exactly. I used to hate getting that haircut when I was younger too.
so I real live used to rock the fade and all that. Then I started being able to do what I wanted in my hair, so I started getting the hot top fade. And I had the bush, I had all that. So then, once I got older, I was like, you know, I cut my hair when I dropped my first tape. I started growing out my braids and all that. And I haven't cut it since then, so that was 2016.
What?
Yeah, that was when I dropped my first tape.
So you say your hair grew kind of slow?
Nah, it grew fast.
Oh, I mean 20s.
Huh? Nah, well, no. So my hair is longer than this. It just because of the style I got it in. Like if I wear my hair out, bro, it'd be like my stomach type shit.
Yeah.
But I real live had like the last couple years I've been getting like twists, and I had all types like 2-strand twists, braids, cornrows. I mean, whatever you want to call it. Like I had all that, and then after a while, you kind of just get bored, I guess, of the same style. And being that I'm transitioning to like a new era of life, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I always change up my style. Like, if you look at all my old photos, I rock the hot top, I had every type of hairstyle. So now I'm like, you know, I'm getting older, man. I'm wisdom, you know what I'm saying? So
facts.
Let me grow my locks and really like come into a new look. And start a new, you know, development, you know what I'm saying? And artistically, I'm in a new place too. So it's like, I think it's just like a part of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you gonna do when you feel like you're tired of the dreads? You gonna cut that down, go bald, get the bald in?
When I'm tired of the dreads, I'm probably gonna get the baldini. But I'll say this though. I'm only gonna get the baldini once I get like my neck tatted, my hands tatted. I gotta get OC muscular.
You gotta be OC.
I gotta have the look, man.
You gotta be that old head.
I gotta have the look, man.
You gotta be that old head.
I wanna look like, you know what I'm saying, still cool. I don't wanna be like one of them motherfuckers that just bald. You know what I'm saying? Like, and no offense to the motherfuckers that just bald, but like
just bald.
But nah, like some people, it naturally fit them. Like, cause like how you look, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got muscles and you like got clear skin and shit like that, it work. But if you like, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't really got like the attributes for it, you could kind of look like
you got a big head.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan.
Nah, for real.
Hey, bro.
Nah, I mean, bro, I would definitely consider like cut my hair off and just like. But this journey I'm on is going to be a long one. I can already say.
Facts, man.
It's definitely probably going to be 10, 15 years before I feel like I complete this chapter.
I have been thinking
this chapter has a lot of baggage in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, facts.
Word.
And I kind of been feeling to trim my hair. I'm thinking about doing that. Yeah, I do want to trim it. To what length? Definitely shoulder. I think. But there's a part of me, I like where it's at now because I've been fighting to get to this point.
You would cut your hair down to your shoulder?
Yeah, bro. I kind of want to, because there's a weird way. At a certain point, I was like, yo, when my hair is long, I want to be at this point in my life.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know. There's a part of me that I just want to trim it, though. I do want to trim it.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
I don't want it to be down all the way to, like, my legs and whatnot. Like, you know, not yet. You know?
I feel you.
But it's going to take a while before it gets to my hair goes really slow. Like, this is all from, like, 2015,
I mean,
bro.
you got a lot of hair, man. And then your dreads are freeform.
Damn, that too.
So I'm pretty sure, like, the growth is different. It's like a different type of length. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. The freeform does have a lot to do with it, too.
What about you, bro? You growing your
I
locks?
just peeped, bro. My boy Simon,
I gotta sit. I gotta.
Get Simon in this jump. Let's
You gotta
go,
put me
man.
in this now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, so what made you go ahead and get plaits, bro?
You're good. You can leave on. Yeah, appreciate you. I got to the point last time I cut my hair low, I was like, I don't want to cut it low no more. I looked at the way I looked, I was like, I don't want it low no more. And then it was just like, I'm gonna stick with the temp, like mini fro, you know,
Facts, I remember
or, you know,
that.
sponge it out or whatever. And then after I did that for a little while, I was like, let me see what it looks like when I really let it grow.
Facts, yeah.
And then when I let it grow, naturally, it's like, okay, let's see what the braids look like. So it was all experimenting
Facts.
and stuff. And
I
so
see,
now
I see.
it's like the braids I have now is just pretty much to hold my hair and let it grow. So when it gets to a certain length, then I can really like braid it the way I want to braid it. And stuff. So it's just experimenting.
Yeah.
We'll see if it looks the way I want it to look. I'll keep it for a while, but if not, I'm not afraid, you know, to cut it back and get a fade.
Yeah, real.
But yeah, just trying it out.
When did you start growing it? When did you start growing it?
I started. So this is from February. So it's been it's December now.
Going fast, man.
Yeah. It wasn't like low, but it was like you could comb it pretty much. And so from then, and I trimmed it a couple times actually. So it's December now. So that's like 10 months. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, bro. Nah, I'll be seeing Joe. Sometimes Joe will be
Where Joe at, man?
Man, I don't know where Joe at, man.
He started writing.
Oh, he got locked in. He
locked in. All right.
All good. I ain't mad at it.
Let me. He can do what he gotta do. He might end up pulling up later because, you know, Simon's here, so we chilling. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, nah, Joe hair be growing, bro. Like Joe be cutting his hair off, man. That don't be wolfing out, like whatever, man. He don't maybe having different phases, but nah, my hair don't grow like that. If I were to cut my hair, bro,
You think it would? It's over.
Man,
Your
it's-
hair would never get to this.
it would never.
until you 40.
Nah. Yeah. If I were to go bald again, it'd take a minute, like another 10
I feel like you
years.
gotta have confidence to go bald, though. I think there's a.
Oh, yeah.
I think
Oh, yeah.
growing your hair in the beginning stages, it takes confidence because people call it the ugly stage. I don't see it that way, but that's what people call it. And that's where some people fold. They be like, I can't get past that stage. And I'm like, I don't get it. I don't think it's a bad stage, but I think after that, it's a cool look. I think that when you go bald, you really got to be confident in your facial features.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Going bald takes a lot of confidence, dog. Like, you think about it, man. Some dudes, man, they got the cul-de-sac shit. They just won't let it go, bro.
Nah, the cul-de-sac.
Nah, the cul-de-sac is nasty, bro. But
They got
the cul-de-sac, nigga, you know the
George Jefferson.
the motherfucking. It's like, bro. It's
Uncle
like,
Phil.
bro. We know. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let it go. But at this.
Would you rather?
Wait. Come over here. No, come here, man.
He's like,
This nigga always want to speak when he's not next to the microphone. Nah, Lil John, come on, bro. I want to hear what you had to say. Man, crazy, man. It's on the Patreon, bro. You might as well sit right here, man. We good. What you say?
I said, would you rather keep the cul-de-sac or get like a little hair regimen, like bars or whatever? Or
Rogaine.
Oh no. Would you get? So let's say you went bald, right? Not on purpose. Like
I get fake locks.
Genetics.
I get fake locks.
You would get the shit that they
would
put on
get
your head and
extension
like
locks because the way I wear my hair now, I could get away with extensions.
You could. I mean,
could.
if you wear a hat,
Yeah,
right, nobody gonna know the
exactly.
difference.
That's what I'm saying.
I guess they just wouldn't look as real. The fake joints be looking like the Jimmy Butlers.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
As soon as he started there, I'm like, wait, Jimmy Butler got the fakies.
They don't-
Jimmy Butler's wild for that. Jimmy Butler's actually wild for that, though.
he was trolling though. He said he was trolling, like he was trying.
After he started getting
Yeah, there's no way. I think he probably thought to himself, I could get away with this. Cause his picture, bro, that's like crazy, bro.
Hey, we ain't gonna do that to my man Jimmy Butler, man. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, man. I'm a Miami Heat lifer,
You know
man.
what? Listen.
Heat for lifer,
He
man.
could have got away with that if his hair was still like, if his hair was growing out, like, you know, like he was wolfing it like crazy and then growing a beard. He should have just kept that going.
Yeah, but his hair just like didn't grow for like 3 seasons, bro.
Wow.
That joint, though.
I feel
You
like,
don't know that.
I'm sure he was.
Cause that joint was growing, and he trimmed it again, and he got this little twist with whatever braid.
Yeah, you know what? He probably was one of the people that was afraid of the ugly
The
stage.
ugly stage, facts.
I hate that it's even called that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
People
not
do-
ugly,
No,
bro.
man,
Like,
listen,
I like
man.
I like when girls growing their locks, and it's like, I mean, I
Them
like
girls ruin they like, oh, all right, Lil Jon, I see you.
Let me see. Oh yeah, you used to have
Listen.
long hair. What happened?
When, right?
Why you cut it, man?
I had to restart, man.
Listen.
Bro, put that. Wait, why you keep telling me? Put
Oh,
that
my-
so close, bro.
Listen, right?
Maybe editing that part out, man. Maybe almost fought. You just no jumper.
Oh my
do that type of
goodness.
content, man.
All right, listen, right?
Hey, bruh.
I think the reason why it's called the ugly stage, right? People associate having big foreheads, exposing more of your face. If you're not a model-looking type of person, if you're just an average-looking individual, and you expose more of your forehead and more of your face,
Yeah.
for some reason, people will associate that with being the ugly stage. You know what I mean? But if you see somebody who got baby dreads and they rocking that, and they got and they got like the confidence, you're not gonna think of it as being ugly stage. Wow, that's him right now.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's a mental thing on that person who's growing their hair, and I mean, we all struggle through it. You know, we and then you know we pay attention to ourselves more than anybody else. So if you personally feel like you don't look good with your hair done at a beginning stage of, you know, whatever journey you're going with, then I mean, hey, bro, you ugly. You know? I mean, it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Because you know when you look in the mirror and you see an outfit like, yo, I'm liking it.
What it is.
You know, it's what it is, yo. And when you look in the outfit, when you look in the mirror and you see an outfit, you don't have to question if it looks good. If it look good, you like, bet. Yeah, this is up. If you look in the mirror and you know you don't look good, you can't convince yourself you don't look good.
Facts.
I mean that you look good, you know? So, I don't know, man. I just feel like, you know,
How do y'all-
of course it's all rooted into something, but,
Well-
you know, yeah.
I guess this is a question for everybody, right? Like, do y'all believe in body dysmorphia, right? So you know how some people, they start with
Yeah.
facial surgery. I think we was talking about this the other day with Scissor. Her surgery looks amazing, right? Like, she looks, she looks.
Her surgery looks amazing. They keep playing with
Hey, but her shit look good, right? Yeah, her shit look good. Her shit look good.
Oh my goodness. No, but what about body dysmorphia though? What do you like?
You
What?
might as well pull it right here, bro. Get the chair. You might as well put the chair.
Just pull the
Or
chair
you
up.
could get the small. You get that one if you want it. How far can we see into the camera? Is it like
The couch.
okay?
Yeah, it's really the couch. Just so you know, you can zoom it out a little more, Lil Jon.
Oh yeah.
Get your joints in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
all the way out
You
to
know
where
what
it's
I'm saying?
12.
Air Max is my classics.
Oh man,
All right. So
Air Max is still hit.
Can you see everybody? All right, bet. So we good. Let's do 10 more minutes and
All
we'll
right.
call it a wrap for the Patreon.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right. So,
no, you,
body dysmorphia.
Uh-huh.
I guess.
What about body dysmorphia? man?
I
You
say
didn't-
okay. So I said
body dysmorphia. Body dysmorphia. All right. What about body?
This time looking around. Anybody?
Well,
take?
what about body dysmorphia?
Nah, so I think the reason I brought it up was like, yo, like we was talking about the ugly stage and all that.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it made me think of like the people that change their body permanently because they don't like the way they look, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or they have these projections by the media that you're supposed to look a certain way, like your cheekbone's supposed to pop, your
Yeah.
chin is supposed to. So a lot of girls, not even girls, just guys. I mean, everybody,
Yeah,
humans,
everybody,
bro.
man. Everybody.
People have body dysmorphia, and not saying everybody gets surgery. And I brought up Scissor because her shit looks good, and she's the most recent person that had it.
For sure.
And
For
I was
sure,
just
for sure.
saying, like, yo, we was talking about her the other day, and one of the homies, I'm not gonna say nobody's name. Shout out to Scissor.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
saying like, yo, actually it was the homie, his girl, his wife. She was saying like, yo, once you get surgery, you gotta keep it up. So
Yeah,
that's why people end up looking botched,
Yeah.
because it ain't like you just get one surgery and you
that's
just
it.
look good.
Yeah.
It's like you get one surgery and then it starts to wear off or whatever.
Yeah.
And your face looks weird, so you gotta get another one
Damn.
to make it look good.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, I'm not gonna say my name, but
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
the
yeah.
people, like, some people be looking messed up out here. So
sure.
I was saying like, yo, about body dysmorphia, like, at what point does it become body dysmorphia? At what point is like where is the line in that? Like, where's the line between?
Go ahead.
Let me go on this because I actually, with a group of people, we had a discussion about this.
Oh, bet. Yeah, let's hear it.
And it was like, it was a debate on whether, you know, getting like the hair transplant, like the hair back, is the same or different as like a BBL.
Okay.
That was a whole back and forth.
Yeah.
And like the girls were saying like it's a pretty much a double standard for you to say like doing the hair thing is okay, but this is not okay.
Yeah.
But then like one of my friends, he like stood firm. He was like, you had hair before. You actually had this before.
Wow.
Like BBL is something you never had before.
Yeah. I see.
I don't know where I really stand on that, but those are just I feel like that fits in with this conversation. Yeah.
It does. I mean, because they kind of do align. I personally believe that, like, I mean, right? I feel like people need to, like, soul search more. Like, I feel like there's other things that you can, like, find comfort in and be okay with your physical self. You know what I mean? So, like, if you really, like, broke down, if you found other outlets of expressing what's on your mind and whatnot, I think you'll think a lot less about your appearance. Like, I mean, a lot of people look at me and be like, damn, bro, you look homeless. Like, all right, sure. You know I'm not homeless. I know what I'm capable of. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you know?
Hey, nah, but I've heard girls call you attractive, though.
Who?
Come on. Nah. On a serious note, bro, like, when we was at Jules Cookout, I remember like girls was like, "Oh yeah, Lean look good."
I knew that. So, but even if I do, I mean, maybe I carry myself in a way that like I can kind of like cancel out the homeless conversation. But like if you first see me on the street, I've seen like maybe this is my assumption to how my mind runs, but I be thinking that. Like if somebody like looks at me and looks away, like if we're walking across the street or whatever, or somebody like looking at me and like holding their purse tight, like they think that I'm a criminal or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. But all in all, what I'm saying is like I care about my appearance, but I'm not gonna like go to the largest lengths right now if I don't have the means to alter my appearance. But I will say this though, I do want facial reconstructive surgery. There's certain insecurities about my face.
This is definitely for Patreon. Yo! Did we just stumble on a fucking topic?
The only way I would...
I'll let you... hold on. You wanna ask... Okay, let's talk. Okay, my bad. You go ahead, dude.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Patreon.
Yeah, y'all pay for this. Yeah.
It's not for free. It's the OnlyFans. Only for the fans.
Dang. Yeah. This is not no.
What?
He had to get up. Look. He said violation.
The Catholic couch. All right,
go ahead, Aline.
But yeah,
no, I'm waiting to hear what you.
There's certain things about my face that I want to alter, but I'm not gonna do that and go out of my way now. If I have extra money, why not? Just like, and this goes into the BBL.
Right.
If you have the means to maintain your BBL, then do it. But if you don't, if you only have time for one surgery, don't do it. Because it's going to end up causing you to look worse than what you were going for, you know? So if you can keep it up, then why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to see, like, what the argument would be against if you can't keep it up. If you can't keep it up, then it's like, all right, now we need to have a discussion. Because if you're trying to pay to look good for 5 years, what is your plan to not look good for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
You know?
And there's a whole nother aspect of it, like people who've been like injured or some type of accidents and they're trying to get back to how they used to look versus some people are like, yeah, you went through this, you have the scars or you have this thing. Like, are you like secure enough to stay looking like this back and forth? And then when they said that, I was like, well, if you go there, I mean, I don't know if I agree with that. I think like this is like a traumatic incident maybe or something like that. So there's so many different ways you could take this with these type of surgeries for sure. Yeah.
And I mean, look like rest in peace, Angie Ange. Y'all know Angie Ange, right?
Yeah,
like Big Ange.
The Italian.
Yeah,
mom,
she had the legs. She had like a big mouth and all that. I think
she definitely stood out as far as like when people say botched.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think like she was one of the first people I believe who like at least like you could see like the transition. Like she was old and you could see how like the BBL didn't work for her. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't able to maintain that. And I could see a lot of people. Yeah, I don't know what her story is for why it ended up like being exaggerated the way it looked later in her life, but like it can happen. It really can. But yeah, what you gonna say, LILJOHN?
Nah, I was about to say something about that. But the worst one I seen probably Lil Kim, bro. Lil Kim didn't even need. She ain't even need.
He grabbed the microphone to say that. Come on, shout out to Lil Kim, man. Come on, bro.
Nah, she ain't even need that joint.
Nah, but I will say this though, just to add to the context of the Lil Kim thing, she was assaulted by men in her life, boyfriends. So and they was telling her she didn't look good and all this. So you could just imagine how that plays into somebody's psyche and how decisions you make when you're in your early 20s, mid 20s can affect you later on in life. So I don't want to seem like we're downing Lil Kim. No. So
chill. Yeah, I'm not down there. I'm just saying, like, bro, Lil Kim she was looking good, bro. Like,
look though, right? Just like how
she probably had nobody telling her.
Yeah.
There you go. And I was gonna go into that. What you just told me, I didn't hear that. I didn't know that. But throughout my life growing up, I was that little Bill looking black boy, bald head, big forehead. You know, I was getting called ugly throughout my entire life.
But why is that? I think we had this debate before. Why is that ugly? Why do you feel like that's ugly?
Because if people are telling you that and you don't know anything other than that when you're young, and I think if I had my dad or my mom or other peers or people in my life telling me like, oh, like your skin color is beautiful, you're this or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm going to school, you're looking for validation from your friends. If you know that you got one friend who girls are like going crazy over and you're the friend who's just like there and people are just like picking on you, you know what I mean? That play with your mind, bro. You know, like, I mean, a lot of your childhood has a lot to do with how you move in your life, regardless of what encounters you have that happen to happen. Like, when you're young, that's your building blocks, bro.
Facts.
Like, that's your building block, bro. Like, I mean, we talked about it before. Like, bro, imagine if you didn't encounter Jules, bro, you know what I mean? And being able to, like, open yourself to jazz and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the way I know reggae is because my dad played it.
Word.
And then, like, later on in my life, I ended up, like, going back to it and, like, discovering more of it. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's real.
So, there's something about, like, the building blocks of your life between the ages of, like, 5 to 10 or 5 to 12 or 13, whatever, you know? So, throughout that time, bro, I wasn't the greatest looking kid for the people that I was around. Don't get me wrong, I still had friends. But
as a majority, as a majority, you felt like the consensus was compared to the other guys in the room, no girls was like giving you the attention that you needed to feel validated in your looks. That's kind of fucked up because it's like, yo, that's so, in my opinion, I haven't traveled the world, but it's so dependent on region, right? It's like so much of how we turn out is dependent on community. I guess that goes back to what we talked about on the regular pod about community and everything, because, yo, when you think about all this shit, right? You think about everything we do and everything we encounter, it's like, yo, I know we like to say we independent people and everything because we assume responsibility for what we can do, right? Like, if I can lift one brick, I'm taking responsibility for putting the brick where it's supposed to be. But if we're building a pyramid, bro, you can't do it by yourself. So, yeah, you could take responsibility for the one brick, but the ones that surround that one brick, your brick is still important. Don't get me wrong. But the ones that surround it, it's out of our control. So I do feel like, yo, as a community, sometimes it's not on the individual, it's on the community. And I feel like always taking it can be a lot on yourself, especially as a kid or a young adult. Yeah, the burden. So I just think that region and community plays such a big factor in everybody's life that it's like, yo, we got so much potential that we might not reach because of the community, and I think that that's a result of a bigger issue. But
oh no, I mean, bro, you already know the system we in. It strips community. Like, you know, I think we talked about this a while back. Like, bro, just even family, how family events go. You know
Word.
What I mean? I hang around my family. You know, they just talk about how work going. We don't even talk about how we really feel. You know?
Yeah.
You can't even like.
You can't shed that barrier yet.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's all because of
I feel you.
the capitalistic society we're in. Go to work. Like you're deemed as successful, or you're deemed as being okay if you have a job. You get up for that job every day. You can pay for your house, you know, and that's it. Like we don't prioritize mental health and just like the community aspect, you know, just like literally being around each other. The only time we're around each other is Thanksgiving, birthdays, Christmas, if that, you know, whatever, you know, and that's it. Villages, bro, they're around each other all the time, and they utilize each other all the time.
That's real.
You know? And you know, as time is moving forward, we're losing that more and more. Like, I remember how great cookouts felt when I was younger. You know, when I was younger, my dad and my uncles, they used to come over every weekend. And mind you, my dad was working a job I used to work, Canada Dry. You know, that's a tiring job. But on the weekends, they made sure family was like around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Now you can use the excuse like, dang, I worked all week. I want some time to myself. Before you wanted time with your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's like, nah, I want time to be alone. You know? And there's so many factors that play into it. But I think the main factor is just the 9 to 5, you know, I guess, change that we're in, you know? That plays into how
I think that's such a major, yeah.
you communicate. And
Bro, put that mic in my face.
Nah, he said something, and then I try to give him. Yeah.
It's Lil Mike and then Lil John. So I'm like, wait, my bad.
You good?
You gonna say something?
No.
Yeah.
I can say something.
There you go. You go ahead.
I don't even remember what y'all was talking about.
I got so look, that I guess that's how we going to Patreon.
Yeah.
And look, 1v1, man.
John, no.
Yo, this guy right here is solid, man. This guy right here is solid, man. This guy right here is solid, man. And 1v1, the platform, 1v1, the movement. You catch us at your local liquor store.
Catch us at your local Patreon.
And
y'all want more of this?
yeah.
We're gonna need y'all support. You know, we doing this for y'all.
Facts.
As well too. So
Facts.
Like, we really just trying to express what goes on in our minds, and not have to be so typical. We want it to just be like, you know, organized chaos.
Organized chaos, like music. That's what music is. Organized chaos.
Organized chaos.
So this is music to your ears.
Exactly.
Get used to my voice. Get used to Alim's voice.
We want special guests and people around. We want this
Facts.
to be
Special.
super
Hey,
open.
shout out your socials, bro.
Yeah. Shout out Simon.
Yeah. Steadymakin.
Steadymakin.
One word, that's it.
You gotta start calling him Simon, bro. Steady.
Yeah. So we want to approach Steadymakin.
It's new, but I'll take it.
So hey, shout out Steadymakin.
Sound steady.
Yeah.
Shout out what you want to do.
Christian, just call me Christian. I'm about to steal you, bro.
We got. You got. No.
Yeah. Just call me Christian, man. You know, young chill dude.
No more Lil John. You don't want to be Lil. You graduated from Lil John to Christian.
I mean, y'all know me. Y'all know me. So like,
How you change your name?
You about to say, I got to change my name. My name was Christian before. What you mean, bro? Nigga tripping.
Nah, hey, y'all seen that, man? He be fucking with me, man. Alright. One. Hey, look. 1v1. So we be like, we gotta come up with something.
Bro, I told you I was big in this stuff. I forgot what we did. Was it one?
Oh yeah, one. Oh yeah, that's up. Alright, so 1v1. Gang. 1v1, man. Y'all check us out.